New dragons have been revealed, and the new ancient event is starting next week. Seriously? Well, yeah, apparently so. Because we did get this post earlier today by the official DML page, and this shows us the 4 brand new plant ancients that are going to be coming in game. Let's just attempt these names. Ioshan, Puenwyn, Foroskke, and Ioshan. I have no idea, but there you go. Those are my initial attempts. But anyway, like I said, this new plant ancient event is starting on Monday, the 8th of February. Next Monday. So we've got less than a week before we see these new dragons. And if we play these out, these are the baby forms. And there is a little bit of a theme based on the colours of the dragon. You can sort of work out what elements they are. But you can take a look at that on the Facebook page yourself. And on the right it says, these mighty dragons help to restore and regrow Dragonlandia after the destruction caused by the water ancients. The water ancients did that, not the fire ones? Weird. But they don't have such a fondness for humans. The Origin and Plant event starts at 12 PM on Monday and will take place for a month. Oh boy, another month-long ancient event. But the elements for these dragons have been announced on the forums, because Adam did, well, we can see them in game anyway, but Adam did clarify for anyone that was curious. So we've got Divine plus Plant, Plant plus Fire, Plant plus Water, and Plant plus Void. So if we go back to these dragons here, the Divine plus Plant dragon is going to be Foroskke. The Fire one is going to be the fiery red one, so Iosghar. Then we've got the Void guy, which is Puenwyn, and then the Water dragon is Ioshan. I don't know why I'm saying it with a Y, but I kind of like it, so that's it. I've designated those as the names now, being my favourite. But those dragons, again, purple is Void, fire is red, blue is water, and the other one is the Divine Plant. So that is the major reward. We don't know exactly how they're going to be revealed and, well, not revealed, but I guess actually given to us in game in terms of which one's the chest dragon, apart from Foroskke, because that's pretty obvious. But along with this, we did get this pretty cool image as well that says Celebrate Chinese New Year, which means that this ancient event is actually tied in directly with the Chinese New Year event, which is really strange. I mean, you can see the ox dragon, which I assume is the ox there, and we've got Foroskke and a very scared looking Ned. So it's weird, because never really before in all of our days of DML events, I don't think we've actually just missed a Chinese New Year event, and we certainly have never had one that you know, is incorporated as part of a, I don't even think even as part of a divine event, let alone an ancient event, so that's kind of weird. But, you know, those ancients that we saw in game, they're coming next week. So, general tips to prepare for that. Make sure you get all of your Dragon Master Pass as much as you possibly can breeding done this week. At the same time, make sure that as we get closer to the event, you don't put in really long food timers, because you do not want to screw yourself over in the event. And then make sure that as we get really close to the event, you stop breeding until we actually get into the event period. Speaking of which, let's take our eggs out, shall we? Look at that. Oh, look at these bad boys giving me all of that DCP. Delicious. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 2 bounty hunters. We've also got a ranger, which I will hatch in a sec. But in general, about those ancients, I've got to say, I am pretty much looking forward. Oh, okay then. 3 bounty hunters. I'm not even going to try and go for 4, but yeah, in terms of those new ancients that we've got here, the one I'm most looking forward to is probably going to be the Plant plus Void dragon. So Mr. Puenwyn. I do like his colours. In terms of design, I don't even know which one's my favourite. I do just like the colours on Puenwyn. Puenwyn, I don't care. I told myself I've designated their names now. I am never ever changing. This is like the agave situation all over again. I know it's agave. I'm not doing it. Okay? I'm glad that we've gotten that out of the way. Anyhow, I am looking forward to that one. Let's get this ranger hatched while we're here. An additional 100 points, I suppose. Another legendary to send into the Death Void, also known as Ascension. But that will be at another time. But yeah, I'm curious to see if they make any changes. So far, I've heard some rumours that the drop rates may have changed. But of course, we'll not know for sure until the actual event comes out. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So what do we have available to us? I have not bought the premium pass yet. And there is actually a good reason for that. Mainly being that, well, let's collect these things first. We've got, I probably shouldn't have collected those, but we've got the arena gems, we've got pieces of orchid, we've got some dragon tickets, we've got, I like the hatching relic, we've got 25 gems, we've got a tiny bit of food, a couple of VIP tickets, we've got some more orchid pieces. So we're just under 1k at the moment. Obviously when we hatch them we'll get some more points. But the reason I have not bought this Dragon Master Pass is because, if you think about it, if we're getting the Ancient event next week, how the heck are people going to finish off this Dragon Master Pass? Seriously. Because if common dragons do not count towards this, which they don't, and we're going to have an Ancient event that lasts a month, so that's going to be 2 weeks at least of us not being able to breed for anything else but commons, because, you know, good old war dragons get us through those dragon dice events. Well, actually, with the dragon dice going on, it's going to be all week, so unless you've got 2 actual breeding dens, you're screwed. I don't know. I really don't know. I was mostly thinking of, you know, potential mini solos that we get in the middle of the Dragon Dice event sometimes, which is also possible. But how are people actually going to finish off this Dragon Master Pass? Because I did see lots of people say, you know, we're not going to have the Ancient event yet because we've got a Dragon Master Pass that's out, and they've told us before that if we've got a Dragon Master Pass running, we won't have an Ancient event. Yeah, I remember that. They also said, if you remember, that while we have events running in general, the Dragon Master Pass will allow commons to give us points because they know that otherwise people won't be able to finish. Yeah, I remember that. Do Gameloft remember that? Apparently not. So unless Gameloft literally gives like thousands of points in the actual event, I really don't know how people are going to finish it off. Obviously, it's not impossible, and if you've got 2 breeding dens, it's going to be a heck of a lot easier. But man, I don't know. It's like we keep being told things, it's like, yes, this definitely will not happen. Happens next week. Okay. So I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with this Ancient event. Don't get me wrong. Even though I am someone that does not like the Dragon Dice events, I am still curious to see if they've changed anything for the better. And I'm always willing to be proven wrong in terms of my negative Nancy-ness in regards to the events. It's just I've been, like many of us, I've been shot in the foot many times. So that's why I'm sort of negative about these things. But I don't know what we're going to do with the new event, because we're probably going to have a milestone shrine, we're also going to have a Dragon Master Pass going on, we're also going to need a second breeding den, and we're also going to need VIP active. So realistically, we actually need like 4 different subscriptions going on at once while the event's going on, and that doesn't sound very healthy to me. Also, one other thing that I absolutely despise about this new UI, by the way, I'm sorry to anyone that likes it, is the fact that I can't see what my Enchantment League energy or my Arena energy is anymore. So I keep forgetting to do it. I despise it. I despise it. Can't we have an incredibly easy Ancient event to make up for the fact that I'm going to be spending my time mouthing about the UI? Please, Gameloft. I'm begging you. But, yeah, I don't know. I think it's way too soon since the last Ancient event that we just had, pretty much, basically. I also... Again, don't know if they've had the time to make any of the necessary changes to the event. I mean, we basically just had a Dragon Dice event for the 6th anniversary, and that sucked. That sucked majorly for most people. You know, 100% of resets that people hit, and they still didn't get 6th. So if that's anything to go by, whew, well, let's just hope it's not true, right? Just one of those things where I want to go into it positive. I want to go into it going, wow, these new dragons look cool, and you know, what we normally have with ancient events is that for about a week to 2 weeks they start teasing things slowly and they give us little clues and hints, whereas this time it was literally update, here are all the dragons, every single one of them, no leaks, no prior information, just there they are. So honestly, it feels like this wasn't pre-planned very well, if at all. It feels like it was like a last minute decision to just go, no, release them. No, do it this month. Don't do it in February, do it in March. Or, wrong way around, don't do it in March, do it in February. I'm getting a month ahead of myself. Look, we're not quite through 2021 that quick, not yet. I'm sure we'll get there quickly. But not that quickly. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what your thoughts are on those new dragons. Don't get me wrong, I quite like the fact that they're really easily recognizable, as in, you know, the fire one is the fire plant, the purple one is the void plant. You know, I quite like that, because sometimes with the dragons and events, it's like, sometimes you kind of struggle to work out what the elements are. Oh, and don't even get me started on Holy Paladin's elements. What is it? Energy Earth? How many people saw that coming? I told people not to assume that he was going to be a light dragon. Anyway, it's just like some of these dragons, you can't really know for a fact what their elements are going to be when you sort of look at them. Some of them are more obvious than others. But I'd say like, I don't know, Momotu kind of looks like an earth water. I really need to sneeze. Oh no. There we go. There we go. Oh god, that feels so much better. That feels so much better. Oh, I feel like a mouse has left my my body. Anyway, Zafujin does look like a metal dragon. Wind, I can kind of see it, but I could see him potentially being earth or energy because it kind of looks like he's sort of robotic. I don't know. There's just a few dragons out there where it's kind of sketch what the elements are, but these new ones, nice and clear, and I like it. Unless they've completely duped me, but I don't think so. But please tell me if they've actually made the red one the water dragon, and I'll have something else to complain about. Nothing very serious, of course, but just be like, why is the red one the water dragon? Please, stop. Anyway, for now, it looks like in just under 2 days, we will be starting on the Heroes Challenge. Not that I really need to do it, but I might just do it for the sake of it, because, you know, we're going to have 2 bounty hunters. Like, if I have multiple bounty hunters, can't I use them both in this event? Wouldn't that make sense? But we're not allowed. Sucks to suck, I suppose, but yeah, we'll get to hatching those. We've got a 3rd bounty hunter on the way, so I really do hope that I can fill out most of this Dragon Master Pass before we inevitably get completely cucked by the event. But again, let me know what you think about these new boys. They're pretty, we're in the jungle, it's part of Chinese New Year. I kind of want to know how they're going to implement Chinese New Year dragons and event lore, if it is all connected. So, I'll leave that in your court, Gameloft, but interesting. I want to see the adult forms. I'm sure we'll get those soon, but for now, let me know what your initial thoughts are on this upcoming Ancient event and its dragons, and make sure you are ready for next Monday.